Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tara, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at which of our qualities do people find intriguing. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm now going to show you your crystals for each pile. So for pile number 1, we have Malachite. And we have the card Root Chakra. For pile number 2, we have Strawberry Obsidian. And we have the card New Blueprints. And for pile number 3, we have the Screen Opal. And we have the High Heart Chakra. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most, and that will be your pile for today. But of course, if you're drawn to more than one pile, always trust your intuition. Once you are done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose this Malachite crystal and card number 2 with the root chakra ground and center, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at which of your qualities do people find intriguing. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. With the card that you chose, as well as the Malachite crystal, I feel a very earthy energy with the root chakra. So the qualities people find intriguing about you are that of if you are an earth sign or if you embody this earthy energy, there's something about you being very rooted in who you are, in your individuality. I'm kind of imagining you like a tree. I'm hearing you're always growing, but you're always becoming more grounded as you grow. So some of you are earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Some of you don't resonate with that, but it's okay. Some of you just embody a very earthy energy, or at least this is how others perceive you. So what people find intriguing is the fact that you're just very grounded at all times. And I think for some of you, you haven't always been this way, because I'm looking at this moth here, and the moth represents transformations. So some of you had to go through your own life experiences to learn to be more stable within your sense of self, to learn to be more grounded, to learn to, really root into the present moment and experience the present moment, because I'm seeing something about like these golden swirls, and like I'm hearing each present moment is golden because we only have the present moment. The present moment is forever going and going and going. And if we don't experience the present moment, if we're always living in the past and we're always living in the future, then are we even really, appreciating it? Because the past is gone and the future is not here yet. So all we have is now. And I feel like some of you have really learned to appreciate the present moment more. Something about that. And I see something about you also having stability in different aspects of your life. You may be very stable in your career, in your finances, in your love life. It seems like you're very healthy too. Like maybe some of you are very focused on taking care of your physical body, like gymming, exercising, drinking enough water, making sure you have enough rest, or just body, mind, and soul, taking care of you. There's something about you even seeming very calm and peaceful, even in kind of like stressful moments. I see something there, and you making others feel safe. You have a very safe, go with the flow type of vibe to you. And I feel like what also something people find intriguing about you is everything you touch turns to gold. You have this golden energy surrounding you, and it's like when you walk into a room or wherever you go, there's this vibe of you bringing sunshine wherever you go, this golden light energy around you. Some of you are really comfortable with your duality, and that's something people also find intriguing. And some of you are really balanced as well. Some of you, I'm just feeling the energy of flow. Some of you are artistic, and people find that very intriguing as well. So let me go ahead and add the rest of your cards. But for those where I said something about duality, I'm even seeing like divine dark feminine energy for some of you. Some of you can relate to that. So let's add your cards. So I'm going to add one card from the Starseed Oracle deck. This was the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck. I'm seeing something about SpongeBob. Maybe you're always happy and it's intriguing to others, because when I see SpongeBob, he's always happy and bubbly. Maybe you're like that and people find that very intriguing. They wonder how you maintain that overall optimistic attitude. So spirit guides, on my pile number ones, which of their qualities do people find intriguing? We have the 7 star sisters with birthing creations, tapestry of life and expression. From this card, I feel you have a very supportive energy towards others. You're very fun. You're always connected to your inner child, or this is how people perceive you, that you're just very fun to be around. I feel like if you are a woman, since we're seeing the 7 star sisters here, there's something about you being so supportive towards other women, and others find that intriguing. If you're not a woman, I just read this as like, in general, you are supportive towards your friends and people. There is this energy surrounding you of the inner child, like you always let your inner child come out of play. And there's something people find intriguing about that, because I feel like a lot of adults were conditioned that we only need to work, grind, and do what's important, and there's no time for fun or anything. But it's like you haven't lost that sense of inner child. Maybe some of you are healing your inner child, or your inner child just always tends to come out around people. And I feel like you are like that sunshine to people. Wherever you go, you just light up the room. You make everyone feel less alone in the world, is what I hear from Spirit. And there is this innocence to you. So that's something I see here. But I also see something about some of you having a lot of talents or gifts that people find very intriguing. Maybe some of you are creative. Maybe some of you are really good at planning. You're really focused, really good at solving problems, I hear. Some of you have a visionary type of energy. And some of you just love to express yourself in different ways. Like I'm seeing some people here love to express themselves in fashion. Of course, it doesn't just have to be that, but like express yourself in different artistic means. What people really find intriguing about you is how you're so unique, how you're your authentic self, and it's like you stay grounded in that. It's like if a person comes around and they don't like you, you're kind of like, okay, I'm not that person's cup of tea. it doesn't bother you too much, and that's something that people find intriguing. Of course, like I mentioned, some of these traits I mentioned may just be how people perceive you. You may not perceive yourself this way. There's something about you staying firm in who you are and not allowing people to change who you are. I'm also seeing something about like when you really want something, there's something here about like slow and steady runs a race. You take baby steps towards your dreams and goals and desires. And some of you are also intuitive because it says baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. So this is what I see here. Let's add the rest of your cards. So we're going to use the Priestess of Light Oracle deck now. So spirit guides on my pile, number ones. Which of their qualities do people find intriguing? We have angelic assistance with divine guidance and loving support. Someone's name here is Angelica. I'm just taking a guess. If not, it's okay. If I give really specific messages, it's not going to relate or resonate with everyone. But some of you have this angelic, pure, innocence nature to you. Or you seem like you have a lot of angels that are always protecting you and guiding you. Some of you are very connected to your intuition. And that's something people find really intriguing because it seems like your angels are always guiding you through your life, supporting you through your life. People may notice this type of strength you have because we have the Phoenix rising at the back of the deck with soul radiance. There's something about your soul that shines out with a lot of light. And I'm seeing this energy of like you going through your day-to-day life, courageously going after the things you want, but it seems like things just fall into place in your life. This is how it seems from other people. You may not feel this way yourself, but it seems from other people that you're always being assisted by the universe in some way, that things fall into place, and somehow, even in challenging situations, you always make it through. You always rise above it. Some of you are very innovative, I hear, and unique, and that's something people find intriguing. And some of you have this inner strength within you, this inner courage, fierceness to you. I'm also seeing some of you are perceived to have a really big purpose in this lifetime, and that's also something I see here. I feel like you're very harmonic and balanced. Maybe some of you have Libra placements, but there is this innocence, there's this pureness to you. It's almost like people look at you as an angel. Maybe you've also helped other people in your life, and people are very intrigued by that. Because when you do help people, it comes from your heart with no expectation of gaining anything in return. But if you do relate to this energy, there's something about you getting a lot of good karma as a result of this. And it returning, the energy you give out returning to you in blessings, where people are very intrigued about how you receive those blessings. So let's use the Vanessa Tarot. So which of my pile number one's qualities do people find intriguing? We have the Chariot. And we have the Strength card. I love that the Strength card came out, because that's what we were talking about. Maybe some of you have Leo placements or Cancer placements. Something about the North Node is coming through. We have the Six of Pentacles at the back of the deck. You see generosity. There's something about your generosity that is so intriguing to others. If you are generous with your time, that's intriguing because it's like, how do you get so much time to help others? Or if you are generous with money, it's like, how are you so selfless? How do you just let go of that money? Or how do you have enough to give? What do you do? What do you do for your career? It's kind of like people have these questions. And if you just help others, if you're just a generous person, if you're just generous with those you love, that's also intriguing to others because I feel like in some way in the world we're conditioned to be a little bit selfish. So when people see selfless people, it's kind of like it's different to what we usually see in the world. So there's something about that. Yeah, I heard the north node, so maybe some of you are starting to step into your north node placements, into your destiny. The north node is basically who we are meant to evolve into this lifetime in our birth charts. I feel the energy of fearlessness. Like when you want something, there is a fearlessness, there is a boldness. You're not afraid to put yourself out there. You're not afraid to stand out and shine your light to the world. But there's also an inner strength and resilience because I feel like you have been through certain challenges in your life, and there is an inner strength and resilience here that people see that they find so intriguing because it's like, how did you become so mentally and emotionally and physically strong or resilient? How did you go through all these hardships and still remain okay, still remain the person you are today? So some people see it as, angels helped you or the universe helped you, whereas other people see it as you've gone through challenges and you have that strength, whereas other people see it as both. I guess it's just depending on their perception, or maybe your angels or guides assisted you in the best way they could. So I'm seeing something here about also like you always moving forward. Even after being through certain challenges, you're always moving forward towards living in the moment. And I feel like I'm seeing someone fall down and pick themselves back up, dust themselves off. And it's like you've been knocked over by life many, many times, but nothing keeps you on the ground. There is this energy of like getting back up always. Nothing keeps you down. And that's something that people find intriguing too. Because I feel like you have this optimism in the way you see and perceive life. You view life through rose colored glasses, I hear some of you. Or for some of you, you view life through these set of eyes of like, even if there are challenges, even if there are certain things in life, that's life, I'm going to move forward and hope for the best next time or hope for the best this time, but I can't necessarily control the outcome. So some of you kind of just have that free-spirited energy. While you may not consider yourself like that, but people consider you to be free because of your perspective of life. Some of you may have leveled up countless times in your life. You're always leveling up. You're always moving towards better. Some of you have really grown in your careers and your finances, is something I see with the Chariot card. Some of you also travel a lot or have traveled to many places or moved around a lot of your life, or you're always busy, busy bees. And that's something people find intriguing. So I'm now going to use the Ethereal Visions Tarot deck. So spirit guides of my pile number ones. What do people find intriguing about my pile ones? We have the Star card. You definitely do shine bright like a star. I feel like you inspire others with all these qualities and traits. That's what I'm getting here. We have the Hierophant. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Three of Pentacles. And we have the Nine of Cups. At the back of the deck, we have the World card. There's something here about you shining bright like a star. You knowing you shine bright in the world and not dimming your light to fit in. Like I said earlier, like if someone doesn't like you, you're just like, okay, I'm not your cup of tea. Okay, bye. Maybe you weren't always like that. Maybe you've had to grow and learn to be like that. Because, like, before I saw you as a tree, always growing deeper roots into the earth and growing on the outside too. So I see that as internal yet also external growth. Both sides, I see. Some of you could have Aquarius placements, some of you could have water placements since we have 2 cups cards here. Maybe you've learned to just become more grounded in your lifetime. Or some of you have, I'm hearing Virgo, Earth placements, maybe even Leo or fire sign placements. So what I see here is this type of vibe of you being able to connect to source, being able to connect to your angels, to your ancestors, to your spirit guides and the divine, especially the angelic realms. Maybe some of you are perceived to be like earth angels to people because it's like you're always there when others need you. You're always there to help and assist the world in some way. I feel like you have a really compassionate and nurturing energy. I think you've learned to have boundaries in a way so that it is balanced, where you're not putting too much pressure on yourself to save everyone, but it's like you've been through many transformations where you have a lot of wisdom within your soul. Some of you are considered to be old souls by others, whereas some of you just have this very angelic energy, and that's something people find intriguing because it's like, I think you open up their mind to the spiritual nature of the world because it's like you're connected to both earth and the spiritual. Some of you are mediums, I hear, or some of you are just like connected to both in a sense where others highly look up to you and respect you. And it's like they respect the wisdom and the advice you give. Even if you don't work in that expertise of spiritual practices, there's something about people really respecting the advice you give, because I feel like you've also been through certain life lessons and it shows in your wisdom. And I feel like some of you, it's also past life wisdom. But there's also this side to you that is able to plan, that is able to solve certain problems, that is able to work with people to figure out what is best for them, because I think you know that not every answer is going to fit for everyone. You know, like someone's advice may help me, but that exact same advice may not help the next person. So there's something about you not only having spiritual wisdom, but also this intelligence and physical wisdom. So I'm hearing that song, The Best of Both Worlds by Hannah Montana. It's like people see you having the best of both worlds. I'm being called to the country Greece. I don't know why. Maybe someone lives there. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it. It's probably for one person. Or maybe some of you have had past life connections there. Or some of you are just interested in the history there. Maybe some of you like history. I think people see you as a very planned, focused person. Like, I'm looking at this 3 of Pentacles and they have a plan. They are planning things in advance. They have a map of where they're about to go. And I think that has potentially led to your success in some way, to certain level ups you've had in your life, and people are just very intrigued by that because you have this mature, wise, old soul, yet you also have this young soul in you at the same time. Like, you're very multidimensional, I feel. You have many sides to you that intrigues people because, like, they can't necessarily put you in a box and say you're just like this. I feel you have this very serene, peaceful energy, and you're a very loving soul. I feel like you wear your heart on your sleeve, but maybe in some way you've also learned to discern between people and, um, trust what your intuition is telling you, trust what your body is telling you about certain people and who to let into your heart. But people see this genuineness, this loyalty, this devoted energy you have, and it's like people see the way you treat those you love, the way you love those you love, and it's very intriguing. I think with the Nine of Cups, I'm seeing something about this being perceived in you as you get everything you wish for. Even if you don't see yourself that way, I think you've been through equal amounts of challenges and hardships as everyone, but I think you have transformed yourself so much that you've grown. You've done the inner work is what I see, or you've at least grown enough to enjoy the fruits of that. So there's something about people seeing you as a person that gets everything you wish for, that is really fulfilled, where you, even if you don't have everything you wish for, you may be financially in a place that seems good to others, or even if you don't feel that way yourself, this is maybe just how others perceive you. They may be just judging from the cover, but maybe you also have love, maybe you also have certain things people want, like attractiveness, beauty, I don't know. There's something about you where, and your life, where people perceive you to have everything you wish for. So that is intriguing. So this is where I'm going to leave your reading, my pile number ones. I really hope that this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose the Strawberry Obsidian Crystal and card number 38 with new blueprints, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at which of your qualities and traits do people find intriguing. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm feeling like my mouth is super dry for your pile. So maybe that's a message to make sure you stay hydrated, to make sure you're drinking enough water. So let's get into your actual reading. With the new blueprints card, I feel an energy in my solar plexus healing, similar to pile number one. I feel your energy is different, but similar to them. You are seen as a bright light. You are seen as a star that shines brightly. I'm seeing the star clairvoyantly. You're that star in the world that is a little bit unique and different to others, but you shine bright regardless, and that is what makes you shine. I'm picking up on Aquarius energy, but you don't have to be an Aquarius. I'm just picking up on that energy you embody where you're very unique. You're very unique. This is the new blueprints card. It talks about someone that is very unique and that expresses that uniqueness comfortably to the world. I see this card as someone that is not meant to fit in. They're meant to go outside of the box, think outside of the box, be that leader everyone wishes they had. They're meant to be that trendsetter. They're meant to be that different person that stands out, that inspires everyone. I'm seeing Egyptian symbols clairvoyantly. Some of you relate to Egypt energy, like some of you are from there, or some of you have past lives there, and some ancient wisdom from that lifetime if you resonate with that. If not, it's also okay. This is a general reading. Only take what resonates. I'm seeing something about you. I was speaking about the solar plexus. There's something about you healing within your self-worth where you are becoming more comfortable and courageous enough to be your unique self in the world and not take it personal when others judge you or when others are insecure and therefore project certain insecurities onto you, or when others kind of just don't see you fully or don't understand you fully. I'm feeling a vibe here where some of you have been misunderstood by others, and it's like you wish to be seen. I'm seeing the movie Encanto when like she wants to be seen by everyone, and then she starts telling everyone in her family, I see you. But they all felt that way. Some of you could relate to Encanto's movie. Maybe you like that movie. If not, it's also okay. But what I remember is she was very different to her whole family in the movie. She was the only one, as she saw, that didn't have a gift. But when I watched the movie, I felt like she did have her own gift that she was yet to find and unlock. And in the end, I think her gift was bringing the whole family together. But I also have my own opinion on her because I feel like when I was watching the movie, I could be mistaken. I could not remember correctly, but when I was watching the movie, she was singing, and as soon as she sang, like everything in the house started falling apart. So I felt like maybe she had manifestation abilities from singing, but I could also be wrong. I could also be reading it wrong. So, with the new blueprints card, this is what people find intriguing about you. How you're able to stay true to yourself without wearing a mask in the world. How you're able to be so authentic to yourself and courageously shine bright in the world and not dim yourself in order to fit in. How you stay authentic to yourself yet inspire others to do the same, because a lot of the times people are conditioned in the world to wear masks and to follow the crowd. And, you know, if you look at the school systems and how they condition us as children, everyone must wear the same uniform, everyone must look the same, everyone must talk the same, everyone must dress the same, everyone must be the same. But that's not how it is. So I feel like I'm talking about this. Maybe some of you are awakened or consider yourself. I don't like to use the word woke, but I'm hearing that, so I'm just going to honor it. There's something about you speaking your truth, or at least learning to speak your truth, and something about your voice is very intriguing to others. Maybe you have a very nice voice. I'm seeing 222 on the clock. Maybe you have a nice voice, or maybe you have a healing voice, or maybe there's something about your voice that's intriguing, like maybe some of you have accents, or maybe some of you just have beautiful voices, or very attractive or unique voices, or something about the way you speak, the words you use is intriguing in some way. I feel like the words you use is inspiring to others, it's uplifting to others, it transforms others in some way. Some of you could enjoy public speaking, singing, since I mentioned Mirabelle. Some of you could just enjoy using your voice in some way. Some of you write, I hear. Some of you have very intelligent minds and you're very good with words or very charismatic, and people find that intriguing. I feel like you've been through some kind of transformation too. You've been blooming, you've been growing into, I'm hearing into your higher self on earth, which people find very intriguing because you're starting to bloom like the flower you are. And show yourself confidently to the world, courageously. I'm clairvoyantly seeing that other card, the Courageous Peony from my Starseed Oracle deck. So I don't know if some of you resonate with that card. We'll see if it comes out when we shuffle the Starseed Oracle deck. But I feel like some of you are also intuitive. You connect to higher realms, or you are recently learning to trust your intuition more, to trust certain visions or vibes you feel. I'm hearing that song by Fleetwood Mac. I keep my visions to myself. And I'm feeling like some of you also recently have learned to have stronger boundaries and stick up for yourself more, because I feel since you chose the strawberry obsidian, you're very unique, but also very sweet at the same time. Very, very sweet. I'm now hearing that song, Tyler the Creator. They should call you Sugar because you're so sweet to me. Such a beautiful song. They should call you Sugar. um, so there's something about you that's really sweet, but you've recently learned to have more boundaries and stick up for yourself more and say no more. Because you matter too, and what your boundaries are matter. And I feel like you're learning to feel worthy of feeling that. So let me go ahead and add the rest of your cards. So we're first going to use the Priestess of Light Oracle deck. This was the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck. So, Spirit Guides of my pile number 2s, may I please look into which of their qualities do people find intriguing? We have card number 49 with achievement, effort plus intention. This is my pile of very wise people, I hear. Very, very wise, very intuitive. Your energy reminds me of the swan. You could be very physically attractive with the swan because swans are very beautiful. But swans represent gentleness, pureness, innocence, gracefulness, devotion, love. So you could be very graceful when you do certain things and you just do it. And it seems like everything is so put together, and it's like people are very intrigued by certain talents or gifts you have because you just do it and it just seems so effortless. Some of you are artistic. Definitely, I see art or creativity. Or just certain talents you have, certain hobbies you have that you're passionate about. Or if you're passionate about your work and you're really good at it, there's something about that. I'm seeing a stairway to heaven. So there's something about you ascending, you taking the steps to becoming a better person. And it's almost like you're creating heaven on earth. And the swan reminds me of that pureness, so that's quite interesting. It's like, you know how Jesus showed everyone on earth, like, how to be as a person, and I think he inspired and taught people, like, how to be a better person, a better human on earth. There's something about you doing the same in your own way. Maybe some of you are ascended masters in past lives, because I feel the wisdom that is within your soul is very, it's so profound. That's what I feel here. I feel like some of you also were just taking baby steps towards where you want to be, towards creating your own sort of paradise in life. And you put in a lot of effort towards your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, and you are putting in effort, but also achieving something from it. There's something about you where you can work for longer than most, or you can put in a lot more effort than most. There is the sense of determination when it comes to you, and people see you receiving your accolades, I hear, and achievements, and there's something so intriguing about that. I also feel like in the way you open up your heart to others, you really create deep connections with others. And there's something about that, like where you really devote yourself to those you love. There's something about that is super intriguing. Some of you are water signs because I'm seeing the ocean. I'm hearing some of you are fire signs. Some of you are earth signs because I'm looking at the back of the deck here and this tree. It says death and rebirth, darkness to light. So some of you have been through some kind of rebirth of your energy. I'm looking at this tree and it reminds me of like a womb space almost, and you've been in this womb space of Mother Earth, and you've been growing also. You've been growing. It's like you've been in your cocoon and transforming like the butterfly. That's super intriguing to others. So let's pull from the Starseed Oracle deck. There's also the strength with you, like you're extremely strong and resilient. More than most people, and I'm not saying that you're better than most people, I'm just saying certain people have certain strengths and gifts and talents, and some people their soul may have chosen to have other qualities that help them in their life depending on their life journey and the lessons they're learning. And maybe you chose to have extra strength, because what I've learned from readings is when our soul incarnates, sometimes our soul will choose certain traits that we will have that will allow us to step into that version of ourselves we want to become. And I guess it just depends on the soul and their journey. So I see that. Spirit guides on my pile number 2s. What do people find intriguing about pile 2? We have Star Brothers with Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. And this card does remind me of Egypt. Very interesting. So there's something here about you healing from a broken heart. I'm hearing the song by Holly Cook where she's like stitching the pieces together, never looking back, no, never. Leave behind stormy weather, body, mind, and soul forever. So some of you have been hurt before, but maybe that's where you learned the boundaries, the discernment. Now it's like you're looking for real love, because that's what the song is about. The song is called Looking for Real Love. You're looking for people on the earth that are just like you, that are just as loyal, that are just as devoted, that are safe and trustworthy, where you can create healthy relationships with others. I think as you've learned certain things in your life, you've learned that healthy relationships are important. As you've healed your heart and gained a deeper sense of self-love, some of you have been on a self-love journey, and that is super intriguing to others, because it's like maybe some of you were so sweet that others were kind of taking advantage of you or not reciprocating everything you were giving. And maybe some people like saw where you once were in your relationships and where you are now, where even if you don't have anyone around you specifically, there's something about you loving yourself more and not allowing, toxic people in your life, knowing your worth. So something about that is intriguing, whereas some of you have completely changed your relationships, where maybe you've been in certain toxic ones before, and then you went on your healing journey, you rebirthed yourself, you transformed like the butterfly you are, and now there are beautiful, healthy relationships surrounding you that are blooming, or a relationship. So what intrigues people is just how you stayed loyal, safe, and trustworthy, even through all this hurt and pain, that you healed your heart. I'm looking at this card, and this over here, there's like something in the middle, but it's very faint. Kind of looks like Buddha, if I'm not mistaken. So I spoke about like ascended masters, so that's very cool to see as a synchronicity. There's something about you that is sort of a little bit unpredictable that people find very intriguing, because they think you're gonna make one move and then you make a different move. Like Now I'm seeing Spirit joke with me and someone playing chess. You don't have to play chess, but Spirit is just showing a vision to explain the energy. And the other player thinks you're gonna make one move and then you make the opposite move. And then then they start laughing and they're like, yeah, you thought I was gonna make that other move. There's something about that. You're very, very protective over those you love, but you're also very protected by the universe, which is found to be very intriguing by others because I feel like you're here with a specific purpose, and the universe is protecting you to allow you to fulfill that and to allow you to be your best self in the world, but also I feel like you're such a sweet soul. You don't deserve any negativity around you. So you're very, very protected because, you know, what I always say is karma is just a consequence of our actions. If we choose to put out bad and negative energy in the world, it's going to come back to us. If we choose to put out good in the world, it comes back to us. So I feel like you're very, very protected because you also wouldn't harm anyone. Like, people see you're genuine, you're true, you're a very loving person, very sweet people. Some of you have a connection to your Akashic records, and some of you have seen certain past life experiences if you're intuitive, and that's found to be very intriguing by others. But some of you also, it's like somehow your soul just knows what you're here to do, or your soul is uncovering that bit by bit as you blossom and bloom into the best version of yourself. Or your favorite version of yourself, I'm hearing, not the best version of yourself, your favorite self. The self that empowers you the most. As you blossom into that version, you take more steps into being more like you so that you can serve the world in your purpose. Because we have the double mission card at the back of the deck, and it says, Lightworker, Starseed, serve the world by being you. Even if you don't know your purpose, you are serving the world by being you. And that's what I see here. So that's really, really cool to see. I think I've read somewhere that we don't really have a purpose. People can disagree with me. This is just my opinion because everyone has so many different opinions and perspectives, and usually when I've done client readings, usually the answer I will get is to follow your heart or to follow your passions. Usually for most people. For some people, I'll see something specific if their soul chose to fulfill a specific purpose. I guess it depends on everyone's soul and what their soul chose for their soul journey. But most of the time when I've done readings, it's just about following your heart, following what makes you passionate about life. And when you follow your passions, you find that. And sometimes, like, I've read things about like the Western world, and we put on this thing of like, we need to achieve something, we need to find a purpose, we need to do this. But sometimes just being us is enough. You get what I mean? However, I feel like you are serving the world by just being you, being your unique self, because you inspire others by just being you. But you're also achieving a lot. You're also putting in a lot of effort towards where you want to be. And people see that. People see your hard work and they see where you're going. I think what people are also intrigued by, I'm seeing the future card clairvoyantly of the messages from Mermaid Oracle deck. If you watch my channel regularly, you'll know. So people are intrigued of who you will become in the future as a result of this energy. Because if you're so dedicated now, imagine what you'll be in the future. It's like, I wonder who Pile 2 is going to be in the future. I wonder who they're going to grow into. So Spirit Guides of Pile 2, may I please look into which of their qualities do people find intriguing? We have the Justice card. I feel like you believe in honesty. You believe in justice and in karmic retribution, I'm hearing. We also have the Page of Cups. You really, I feel like, well, this is seen by the world, you really appreciate honesty in terms of communication with the Queen of Swords too. You really appreciate it when people are honest and speak the truth. I think you don't like lies. You also really love efficient communication is what I'm hearing. I don't feel like you're the type of person to be explosive or to shout at someone or to say some mean things to someone, because you probably have felt what it feels like to be on the receiving end of that. And there's something about you speaking your truth, but in a kind way. And that's very intriguing to people. And it's like you expect honesty from others because you're an honest person. And people that are in the negative energy don't quite understand it, but it's like you're going to have your boundaries, and if they don't want to adhere to your boundaries, that they're not meant to be a part of your life. But I see this energy here of people finding that very intriguing, just the way you communicate as well. With the Page of Cups, you also have the super playful energy to you. I feel like you're a dreamer. You have a very innovative energy, I hear. And I hear the word creativity and this dreamy vibe, but then also this type of vibe where you're able to use your imagination in a way that serves you. In terms of your career, you're able to think outside of the box and use your imagination. You're able to daydream in order to find certain ideas, and use your imagination towards creativity for some of you. For some of you, it's just like you think outside of the box. You're a dreamer. You envision the life you want to live, and you follow that, and you playfully follow it. It's like sometimes some of you work, but then you're having fun while you're working, and it's like people find that very intriguing. Cause I feel like I relate to this energy, cause like when I used to work a 9 to 5 job, I don't want to just sit there and type on the computer. I want to listen to music while I work. Like, what's the point of doing something if it feels boring? So there's something about you spicing up or making, mundane tasks fun. And I feel like you don't take life too seriously. People see you as very free-spirited. So that is found to be intriguing by others. What's really weird is I'm seeing, how in the beginning of the reading I saw like Egyptian symbols, it's 444 on the clock. I'm seeing like Asian handwriting. I'm not sure what language it is, but maybe some of you are from Asia, or have connections to Asia from past lives, or are very drawn to Asia. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it. But I'm also feeling like some of you could have Libra placements. You could be really balanced, and that could really intrigue people, seeing how much balance and harmony there is in your life. Because I feel like there's two sides to your balance. Some of you are balanced within your divine masculine energy and your divine feminine. Some of you are balanced within intuition and groundedness. Some of you are balanced in different aspects of your life. You make sure to balance work and play, rest and work, things like that. We have the Judgment card. As I look at the Judgment card, I'm hearing no judgment, like you don't judge others. So that's something people find intriguing. Like, I feel like if someone had to judge someone in front of you, you wouldn't contribute to it. You'd maybe even look at them like, what are you saying? So there's something about that. So Spirit Guides on my pile twos. What do people find intriguing about my pile twos? We have the World card. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Fool. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. See, the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. This can even be considered balance because you have this fire within you, this drive, this ambition. You have a passion for life. You have many passions, or you have a certain passion where you like to follow that passion. Some of you have different hobbies, like some of you are very multidimensional, where some of you have one specific passion or hobby, and you consistently make time for it. Or if you work in your career where you do something you love, you're very consistent with that, but you're very passionate about what you do at the same time. So there is this balance here. With the World card and the Fool card, you have experienced many endings and new beginnings at the same time. Some of you have Pisces placements or 12th house placements or 8th house placements. Maybe even Scorpio. Because the vibe I pick up on here is you have been through countless transformations. Your connection to the divine is profound. And the amount of transformations you've been through is profound too. It's like you're constantly reinventing yourself, is what I feel here. And people see that and they find that very intriguing. Because I'm hearing that song Free, the one that goes like, Free. I think it's sang by Kanye West, if I'm not mistaken, but it's like, Free, something like that. People assume you to be very free-spirited, maybe even like a hippie, or I don't like to use the word hippie because I don't know if it offends people or not, but I'm hearing that. So there's something about you also having loyalty, and it's like you look towards the positive side of life and you use that as a key to unlock new doors. Even when you have experienced certain things in your life that weren't that great. Some of you have been healing certain ancestral wounds too, or breaking certain ancestral cycles where you are curious towards why that cycle is there in the first place, why we get stuck in that in the first place, and you have been breaking cycles. Some of you are cycle breakers, and people can see that because you don't act the same as maybe your parents, or maybe some of you are seen as black sheeps in your family, but it's like maybe some of you even have children and you've treated your children differently to how your parents have treated you, or you're planning to do that if you do still want children in this lifetime. Take what resonates, but there's something about being a cycle breaker here. And I feel like you've been finding your power through this. You've been using that wisdom to unlock new doors. And it seems like you're in this new beginning energy right now, which people find very intriguing. At the back of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles, so more new beginnings. More beautiful opportunities are starting to come to you, and people see that. So this is where I'm going to leave your reading, my pile number 2s. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this green opal crystal and card number 6 with the high heart chakra and ecstatic bliss, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at which of your qualities and traits do people find intriguing. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. So with the card you chose, before I get into the card you chose, I'm hearing that song that's like, Baby I'm the Fashion Killer, something like that. I just want to see who it's by, I just want to confirm. It's called If Looks Could Kill by Destroy Lonely, but I heard specifically that line. So there's something about your fashion style that is like drop dead attractive because he says, baby, I'm the fashion killer. So that means like whenever he wears fashion, it's like people are just like fainting all over the place. That's what I assume to be. If I'm wrong, it's okay. But maybe you're someone that wears fashion and people find it very intriguing because it's like, how did you come up with those ideas? Like, what went on in your mind that you thought of like this piece with this piece? Or maybe there's something about the clothes you wear that look very aesthetically pleasing, or your style is very aesthetically pleasing and looks really good on you. Maybe the clothes you wear looks really good on you and you really have an eye for fashion or how to dress up in a way that really suits you and the way you want to express yourself. I'm also seeing someone here style their hair in a way that is very intriguing. Maybe some of you are very innovative with the way you dress or very authentic to yourself, and that is seen as intriguing. Something about food choices is very intriguing, like the foods you like. I'm not sure why. It will probably resonate different for everyone depending on what food you like. I'm feeling an energy of travel too. So if some of you travel a lot, it's found to be very intriguing by others. But with your card, I see the high heart chakra. This card basically embodies the energy of unconditional love. Our higher heart chakra is, of course, higher than the heart chakra. It's more loving than the heart chakra. I see this card as a sense of unconditional love. This is how I see it. So maybe you are a person that really embodies unconditional love in all its aspects, in terms of giving and receiving love freely and graciously to the whole world and to those you love. And people see that and feel that from you. They feel ecstatically blissful around you, and you seem to have this ecstatically blissful love wherever you go. There's something about your communication that is found to be very intriguing, because the way you communicate with others is full of love, it's full of joy, it's very uplifting and inspiring. There's something about you being able to give people good luck. You're like a good luck charm to others. I don't think others realize this fully, but everyone you come into contact with somehow always has good luck after they encounter you. That's something very intriguing to others. However, what I'm hearing from Spirit is you're very protected. So if people realize certain things you have and they try to take advantage of it, they are cut out of your life in some way. Like maybe they just forget about you, or they stop speaking to you, or every time you plan to meet up, something happens, like that type of energy. So remember, rejection is redirection. Because you embody the state of unconditional love, it's like your guides know that not everyone is meant to experience that sacred love you have to give, because not everyone is able to reciprocate that. It doesn't mean they're a bad person, it just means they're not in the same vibrational alignment as you, and things just aren't gonna align. It's like trying to put a Spirit is showing me, you know, those babies that play with those blocks, and then it's like trying to put a square into a circle. Those blocks. I don't know if someone here has children or has baby siblings. Maybe that's why Spirit is using that analogy. I'm not sure. If it doesn't, it's okay. If it doesn't resonate. Let's go ahead and add the rest of your cards. So this was the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck. Now we're going to use the Starseed Oracle deck. So Spirit Guides of my pile number 3s. May I please look into what do people find intriguing about my pile 3s? We have surrender to the sweetness with Venus energy, pleasure, joy, and make love to life. At the back of the deck, we have your life as a canvas with artist, manifestation, and creative accountability. Some of you are creative in some way or innovative in some way, and that is found to be very intriguing. Whereas some of you are always creating your reality out of the sweetness you bring. Maybe some of you are master manifestors, and people see the way you are creating your reality by taking certain steps towards the vision you have. I feel this is my pile of visionaries. You share your truths with the world. Some of you love to sing, or something about the way you speak, or your communication style is seen as very intriguing. Maybe you're someone that loves deep conversations as well. And there's something about people just loving your conversations. Because it's very uplifting and inspiring, and you're very sweet, is what I see here. Spirit is showing me the Fool card clairvoyantly, which is quite funny because pile 3 usually has the Fool card. And there is a sense of you seeing life as an adventure and seeing every day as a new beginning, where you get to create anything you want, any picture you want. Your life is your story and you write it the way you want. I also feel like you're not afraid of change. You're someone that views life with a very optimistic energy, even if you don't know what's going to happen next or you don't know what the outcome is going to be. There's something about you looking towards it with positivity and hope. And that's something people find intriguing. Remember, this is how people view you. This may not be how you view yourself. There's also something here about you embodying the state of unconditional love, but I feel some of you have recently been on a self-love journey where you've been watering yourself like a flower, okay? You've been treating yourself more. You've been saying no more. You're very sweet people, but you've been sticking up for yourself more and knowing that you're worthy of taking care of you too. In your body, mind, and soul. I feel like what is intriguing to others is your sweetness too. Just how sweet you are, because it's like, how did a person like you become so loving and sweet? It's like you spread joy everywhere you go. You really surrender to each moment and see it as the most beautiful moment to be alive. I feel like you embody the state of gratitude that people find very intriguing. I'm seeing some of you write gratitude lists each day or just embody a state of gratitude and a joy for just being alive. What people find intriguing too with Venus energy, Venus is the planet of love, beauty, pleasure, all those beautiful things, aesthetic. I spoke about you being very aesthetically pleasing to look at. Maybe you're someone very attractive to others, or beautiful, or handsome, or gorgeous, or whatever you relate to. You're very attractive to others, and that's found to be intriguing. But there's also something about the way you attract people. Somehow, everywhere you go, there are people looking at you and staring at you and being attracted to you, crushing on you. Maybe you have a lot of secret admirers, and that to others is found to be very intriguing. Or maybe you have that one true love out there that you're either with or waiting for. Maybe you're someone that believes in true love, because that's what this card reminds me of. And some of you are very, very hopeless romantic, and that's found to be very intriguing. So let me go ahead and add the rest of your cards. I feel like some of you also feel things on a deeper level than most, but there is this calmness to you, this serenity to you, where people feel really safe around you. They can see you're a genuine person with a big heart, with love to give everywhere. It's like you embody the state of love. These are my Venusian souls. The true love card even wanted to come out. So spirit guides of my pile 3s. Oh, we have precognition. Card number 13 with psychic ability and future vision. Number 13 always reminds me of goddess energy. Some of you look like goddesses or gods. I'm not trying to flatter you, but I'm seeing it. And then we also have another card guide, the illuminated path. So I'm just going to put this here for now and talk about this card, card number 21. At the back of the deck, we have Earth Magic with Fearlessness and Removing Obstacles, card number 26. So this is the Beyond Lemuria Oracle, this is the Starseed Oracle, and this is the Priestess of Light Oracle deck. Like I said, you embody that Fool card energy, and here we see fearlessness. It's like you're always taking leaps of faith towards where you want to be. There is this fearlessness, this boldness to you. You also have very great leadership qualities and skills that people find quite intriguing, because I feel like you're someone that walks through the world being you, and it's like you're not screaming it out to the world that people must follow you, but I feel like you just influence others. I feel like you're that type of person, even in the things you wear. You just wear something and then people start copying you, but you're not intending to be that way, but people just like you in general. So that's something I see here. I also see this energy of loyalty that means a lot to you with the wolf here. I'm reading the wolf energy here. And people see that. Even if you're someone that enjoys your alone time, you really embody this energy of loyalty and you take care of those you love. You're also seen as a loving guide to others, because I feel like you're very, very intuitive. Even if you don't consider yourself intuitive, people think you are. People think there's something very magical and mystical about you. I'm hearing the word shaman. There's something shamanic about your energy. Or you seem like a mystic in some way. There's something about you, like you just say things and you guide people, even if you're not someone that reads tarot, even if you're not someone that, does astrology or Reiki or anything. You just say the right words to people. You just know the right things to do, the right steps to take. It's like your intuition guides you through your life. Some of you are very clairvoyant, like some of you see auras or have really intense dreams, lucid dreams, or strange dreams. Or some of you actually see future visions, whereas some of you feel energies intensely. And it comes from this ability to connect to that state of unconditional love. Then we connect to the state of, and the energy vibration of source when we're connecting to unconditional love. So some of you feel energies very intensely. Some of you hear spirits. Some of you hear songs that are, messages. Some of you just know things. Some of you are also able to taste or smell energies. That one is kind of rare, I've found, but some people have that very strong. Some of you maybe have mediumship abilities. Whatever you relate to most, it's okay. Like, I'm just mentioning what I see here, but what I feel here is you're just able to see intuitively and guide people, even if you're just guiding your friends by being that person everyone goes to for advice. You're seen as a guide to others. You're seen as that counselor or that therapist friend or that person that just gives really great advice. This is found to be very intriguing. But you also just trust your intuition with vibes you feel of people. And you really trust that. And I'm hearing some of you trust it, and there is no physical proof or evidence, but later on you find out you were right. Let's use the Vanessa Tarot's Spirit Guides of my pile number 3s, May I please find out what people find intriguing about my pile threes? We have the devil, so maybe you have a lot of seductiveness. Or maybe a lot of people are attracted to you in this way, and it's like, how do you do it? How do you have that many people attracted to you? Or maybe you just have a pretty interesting type of energy where it's with your lover or your partner or multiple partners. I don't know, just depends on who's watching this. We have the Seven of Cups. There's a seductiveness to you, but also this dreaminess to you. Like I said, this is my pile of dreamers, of visionaries. You really dream something up and you follow that. Whatever visions you see, it's like, I'm also looking at this card of sleeping and seeing visions or seeing into those realms. You're very dreamy and ethereal, which is seen as very intriguing. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Yet you remain grounded and humble at the same time. You're also very nurturing, and I think you love to give to those you love. You embody this sense of generosity, but you're also very down to earth. You're down to earth, yet you embody self-love, which is seen as a really good thing to others. Maybe you are someone that has gone through this energy where you've achieved some things in your career or your finances where things look really good for you there, or at least this is how it's perceived by others, that you seem very well off in that sense. Even if you're not, maybe it's just the vibe people get. So that's found to be intriguing. I'm seeing someone here love to buy bags, or someone here love to buy collections of things or collect certain things. It doesn't have to be material objects, but I'm seeing someone here like to collect crystals or things like that. Spirit guides of pile 3. What do people find intriguing about pile 3? What qualities and traits? The Judgment card is coming out first, which is quite interesting because pile 2 also had the Judgment card come out first. So Spirit guides of pile 3. May I please look into... We have the Death card. Someone here likes to straighten their hair. Spirit guides of pile 3. May I please look into what qualities and traits people find intriguing about them? Two of Cups. We have the King of Cups. Some of you are water signs or Scorpios. We have Two of Wands. I am picking up on water sign energy, especially Scorpio. But also Taurus and Libra. If I don't mention your sign, it's also okay. Also maybe Leo with the lion here. It's about the energies, not the signs. At the back of the deck, we have the Temperance card. You have this very harmonic energy surrounding you, and this very much like unconditional love type of energy. Even though you've been through certain challenges in terms of relationships, you know, you've remained that way still. That's something people find intriguing. I feel like you've gone through a lot of deaths and rebirths in your energy. Just in general, maybe certain challenges you've gone through have made you empowered and have made you a little bit stronger, have taught you your power and your strength. There's something about you being super courageous and having a lot of healing energy. I'm also seeing you really give love to those you love, or something about your relationship is intriguing if you are in a romantic relationship. Like maybe the way you love each other so much is intriguing. Maybe people see that, or maybe how many people love you, or something about love here. Someone here has pets, and something about that is intriguing. I don't know why. Of course, you will know when you listen to the reading because everyone here has different types of energies. Someone here is a doctor, or a healer, or a counselor, therapist. If not, it's also okay. With the King of Cups, there's something about you being really emotionally balanced and stable, and something about that is intriguing too, because you're just always emotionally calm, even though you feel things more deeper than the average person. It's something about you that is just super calm and serene. But I feel when it comes to the people you love, you're very protective over them. I think this is all I have for you, my pile number threes. I really hope that this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. I just heard someone here is from Boston. But anyways, bye!